Why is your fuel cap on the left while your friend's is on the right? Why does a Toyota Camry fill up on one side, but a Ford F-150 fills up on the other? And why, after more than a century of car manufacturing, has no one agreed on a common standard? The location of the fuel cap on the left or right isn't actually a random choice by designers. It's a historical marker, a dividing line between countries that drive on the left and those that drive on the right. If you're wondering why your car requires you to walk around it to refuel, the answer might lie in a safety regulation from decades ago in Europe, or a manufacturing philosophy from the early days of the Japanese automotive industry. Let's find out. This is simple why. In the early days of the automobile, the fuel tank sat under the hood close to the engine. Gravity fed the gasoline downward. By the 1950s, most manufacturers moved the tank to the rear for better weight distribution. Many hid the filler cap behind the rear license plate. A clean, symmetrical look that avoided the question of left versus right entirely. If you have ever seen an old Cadillac or Chevrolet Impala from the 1960s, you might remember that flip-down plate. The driver pulled into the station, the attendant walked to the back, lifted the plate, and filled the tank. No side to choose, no confusion. But that design came with a serious problem. The fuel tank cap located directly in the middle of the rear was extremely dangerous because it would absorb the full impact of a rear-end collision. And the Ford Pinto disaster made this risk impossible to ignore. Between 1971 and 1976, a series of rear-end collisions caused the Pinto's fuel tank to rupture, resulting in devastating fires and leading Ford to recall 1.5 million vehicles in 1978. This shocking scandal put pressure on regulators to act. The Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard, FMVSS 301, was tightened to minimize fuel leaks in collisions. To meet the new regulations, engineers had to completely redesign the structure. They moved the fuel tank further inside, in front of the rear axle, and enclosed within the sturdy vehicle frame. The design of the fuel tank cap in the middle of the rear was officially abandoned. Now, the fuel tank needs a pipe leading to one side of the vehicle. And for the first time in history, manufacturers are forced to face a divisive choice: left or right. There is no federal regulation that specifies which side the fuel door must be on. The decision comes down to 4 engineering and design factors. First, exhaust placement. On most cars with a single exhaust, the tailpipe exits on one side and the fuel filler sits on the opposite side. Federal rules require that the exhaust system shall not discharge directly below the fuel tank or filler pipe. Keeping them apart reduces fire risk. Second, underbody packaging. Modern cars are packed with structural rails, wiring, brake lines, and suspension components. Engineers route the filler tube to whichever side offers the cleanest path from the tank to the body panel. If a structural brace blocks the left, the door goes on the right. Third, weight distribution. A full tank can weigh over 100 pounds. Some engineers offset it slightly from the driver's side to keep the loaded car balanced. Fourth, market preference. American drivers generally prefer the fuel filler cap on the driver's side, that is the left, because it's easier to estimate the distance to the gas pump. A 2020 study of every passenger car sold in the US found that 78% had the fuel door on the left. But European and Japanese manufacturers, selling into both left and right-hand drive markets, often place it on the passenger side, so the filler faces away from traffic when the driver pulls over on a road. You may have heard that manufacturers deliberately split fuel doors left and right, so gas stations do not get congested on one side. It sounds logical, but no automaker has ever confirmed this as a design goal. Engineers decide by packaging, safety, and cost, not by gas station traffic management. Here is a detail you may have used without knowing its origin. Look at your fuel gauge. Next to the small gas pump icon, there is usually a tiny arrow pointing left or right. That arrow tells you which side your fuel door is on. It exists because of a Ford engineer named Jim Moylan. In 1986, on a rainy day in Detroit, Moylan borrowed a company pool car and stopped for gas. He pulled up to the pump on the wrong side. Wet and frustrated, he went back to his office, sat down without taking off his coat, and typed a one-page memo to his boss, proposing a small indicator on the fuel gauge. His original sketch showed a tiny overhead view of a car with the fuel door open. During the design process, Ford simplified it to a small arrow. The feature first appeared on the 1989 Ford Escort and Mercury Tracer. Within a few years, virtually every automaker in the world had copied it. Moylan passed away in December 2025 at the age of 80. His arrow remains on nearly every dashboard built today, one of the highest impact-to-effort ratios in automotive design history. Next time you are at a gas station, look around. You will likely notice a pattern. Most American and Korean brands, Chevrolet, Ford, Hyundai, Kia, favor the driver's side. Most German brands, BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, place it on the passenger side. Japanese brands split. Honda consistently uses the left, while Toyota puts most models on the left but switches a few, like the Supra and Land Cruiser, to the right. And if you drive an electric vehicle, you still need to know which side the charging port is on. Most EVs have adopted the same small arrow on the dashboard, proving that Moylan's idea outlasted the very fuel system it was designed for. No one set out to make gas stations confusing. The fuel door ended up on different sides because engineers were solving harder problems, keeping tanks away from exhaust heat, surviving crashes, and fitting everything under a car that gets more complex every decade. That is today's simple why. If you learned something new, leave a like and subscribe so you never miss the next story behind everyday things.